Hello, and welcome to the Curse at Ravenspire live play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Doug Kapoff. With me are our players, Ethan, playing Rivers, the human fighter. Drew, playing Lysander, the elven bard warlock. Kevin, playing Casimir, the Dhampir sorcerer. Pat, playing Roderick, the human barbarian. Darren, playing Calsolus, the tiefling rogue cleric. And Jeff, playing Zora, the reborn ranger. This is the When Bards Attack podcast. Welcome back, everybody, to When Bards Attack podcast. Tonight is the continuation of our Curse at Ravenspire / Curse of Strahd campaign. And this is the last game of the year. So after tonight, we are off until the beginning of January, on January 7th. So it's really all the items I have to kick things off. Besides that, Starfall continues this Sunday night, so check that out on Twitch and YouTube. Without further ado, I'm bringing everybody in. Welcome back, everybody.
Yo.
Good evening. Good evening, good evening. All right. We are going to jump right back into our story because we left off at a little bit of a cliffhanger. Last time, on the Curse of Strahd, our heroes finished a climactic battle with Baba Lysaga freeing the ruins of Berez from her clutches and taking back one of the 4 seeds that created the world of Barovia. Ancient relics with untold power that you now know somehow, some way, was involved with the curse that created Strahd himself. For those listeners, we are way off the rails for the original campaign. You will not find any of this in the book. I like to do our own spin. Our heroes took the seed and made your way back late that evening, back to the Wizard of Wine's winery. A discussion yet to be had on what you're going to do with the seed, because we do know that the Mardikovs expect you to leave it, but there's been some debates around that. You guys, though, took a night to recover. We've not had a long rest yet, but a moment of celebration occurred. Something you've not experienced in the drear of Barovia. As you returned the farmhands, you freed them from Baba Lysaga's influence, as well as one of the grandkids of the Mardikovs that you rescued. So there's a moment of celebration. You guys are each doing your own thing within the home, drinking, eating, just taking it easy, writing letters. But as the celebration was going on, Drew, Lysander, you looked out the window and unfortunately saw that someone else had come for dinner. You saw just 30 feet off from the front door of the winery a man standing in the darkness, billowing cloak, obsidian black armor, pale skin, and long black hair. You see the vampire, Strahd himself, standing and watching. Next to him, 4 pairs, got that right this time, 4 pairs of eyes watch. And as the image takes shape for you, as you take all this in, Drew, you see 4 of the largest dire wolves you have ever seen. Easily rideable by Strahd. Like, you could probably put 2 people on them. These things are huge. And they're all just sort of laying in wait on either side of him, watching. There's shadows and flickers of another figure behind him. And in the far, far distance, probably maybe 300-400 feet back, Drew, you can see 4 just dim, flickering lights in the outline of a carriage. It's about 300 feet back. And that's what you saw. And then I believe you stood up. Pat was writing still. You basically asked, did anybody invite a 1,000-year-old vampire or some quippy comment? And that is where we left off. So with that, I turn it back to you all, the players, and back to Drew. As you see this outside, Pat, you see this outside. Turn it back to you.
Oh my god.
No, I didn't.
I think for the rest of us, it would depend on who heard what and how other people reacted. Because from what I understand, this is a pretty big place.
It is.
Where we were all different areas of it doing different things. So
yeah, and there's music playing.
I would have heard him.
Yeah, there's music playing. There's cheers. There's laughter. There's merriment happening. I would say. Let's see, Darren, you were off to the side having a conversation with the mother or with the grandmother, with the matriarch of the family, let's call her. I think you would hear that because you were kind of in the side room right off the main front. Honestly, I think everybody would probably hear it. And as Drew says this, I mean, the house isn't that big. Nobody was upstairs. Nobody said they were like in a little private room. So you're all kind of in the main areas, which are, it's an open floor plan, sort of farmhouse. I think you would all hear it, and everything would just sort of stop. All the music stops, the merriment stops. You see everyone just sort of comes to a halt. People are looking out the window, trying to see what exactly is happening. We'll start with Drew.
If that's the case, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
You were the first to see it. Make your comment. We'll start with you.
I'm just holding an action right now. I'm seeing what Strahta's doing now that the party is
coming to a stop.
I assume the merriment and the record has scratched. So
Don't invite him in for a beer.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Yeah.
Pat, what about you? You were next. I'm just going to kind of work my way outward. You were at the table with Drew. You see him standing there, billowing like an 80s pop star, his cape billowing in the wind. It looks majestic.
Oh, this is kind of awesome, actually. Hands shaking, start folding the letter up and stuff it into my shirt. And just keeping eye contact forward, over my shoulder to Lysander. What do we do? Do we just stay here?
You should go see what he wants. I have confidence in you.
Look dead at him over my shoulder.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. we should definitely stay inside the house.
Okay. That's the little quipping conversation that happens. I'll go to you next, Darren. You were probably next closest based on where I think everybody was in the house.
I would probably run in the room straight towards Lysander with a little ball of holy lights forming in my hand already. Just be like, he's here? What? Where?
Then you would see it. Does anybody have more than 60 feet of night vision? Or is that pretty much what your spell that everybody took?
It is 6. Well, Lysander, I believe it increases Lysander's and I. 1 sec. I think it gives. Hold on. 1 sec.
Is it 60 feet that you have 50 feet? Then it gives you.
It increases. I believe if you have it, it increases. Hold on. You gain. Okay, so for the non-dark vision, it gives 30.
Okay. And
for dark people who have it, it gives another 30. So 90.
So 90. Okay, so yeah. You can't make out any of the details. back by the about 100, about 200-300 feet back. You can't make any of the details there. You just see this flickering light in the shadows, and you can make out the edges of what looks like Strahd's cart that you saw before, a large black cart. You can't make out any real details out that far, but you do see it's in the background, Darren. And then you see what I described with your 90 feet. You would see very clearly Strahd, 4 giant dire wolves, and then another man standing kind of back behind Strahd about 10-15 feet. You would recognize him from your first night in Barovia. He was the driver of his cart. It's a dark elf.
Of his cart. Okay.
Yeah.
Not our cart.
Yeah, not Dragomir.
Dragomir. We knew it.
He's the puppet master. He's pulling the strings.
Yep, he is. I've been planning this for a while. So that's what you see, Darren. And you see these other two in the front room. And Esmeralda's walking up into this area behind you two already.
I'm just kind of like literally playing with this ball of light as I'm looking out.
Okay. So just holding that. Okay.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
All right, then I'll go to Ethan.
How far out is he from the house?
He is he's about 40 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'll hold the hilt of the sunblade and like walk to the window like next to everybody and
Okay.
like look out at him and basically just kind of pose the question: Is it a threat? Does he mean to act on it tonight? Is he trying to bait us into leaving the house? What do we think?
Before anyone answers, just so that everybody can have this conversation, Jeff, what are you doing?
Wait, I was playing with the doll version of Strahd?
You were, and playing with the kids, as I recall. You were you were sitting with the children at the children's table last time.
Well, doing a little C-3PO impression, doing a recap of the battle.
Yeah.
We hit him 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Ha 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 ha.
Party stops. Jeff, what are you doing? You're kind of you're in the back room towards the back of the house currently. You see everyone is sort of moving towards the front of the house. All the adults. One of the adults grabs the kids and kind of starts pulling them towards the back door, just kind of away. The other 4 kind of adults, Raven Mardikovs, are all moving up into the front room.
I'll move up kind of slowly. I want to make sure the kids get away okay.
Okay.
Some protection safely.
Okay. You want to stand sort of like between the 2 rooms then? Enough that you can hear, but not, but you're closer to the back? Okay.
Right.
Okay, got it. All right, well, yeah, you see them kind of backing towards the back of the house. They're not leaving, but they're definitely kind of just stay back. Okay, and then, Ethan, you asked the question, and now you're all there, so you can RP this out however you guys wish.
I think once he asked that, I'd ask Lysander and Roderick, has he said anything? Has he done anything? Is he just standing there?
Oh, he's just kind of staring at us?
Yeah.
Wave to him through the window.
You do. One of the eldest Mardukov, he said nothing. Why is he here now? Does he come for the seeds? He cannot have them.
Look at Lysander. Has he said anything?
No, it's
Standing there
just
majestically.
staring there, looking creepy.
To scare us, or maybe prey to our ego and see if goad us out into a confrontation with him.
As Pat, you wave. You see his hand. His arms were sort of folded. You see his arms drop as you wave. Like, is he about to wave back at you? No. But you see him act. His hands go down. You see his cape kind of billow back. You see a good long sword attached to his belt that you didn't see before as his arm goes back. But his one hand comes out, and he just motions, with one of these, like a come hither motion.
To not me, right?
What? Yeah, directly to you.
No.
Sorry, guys, I gotta go. Gotta check it out.
Point.
And he just gives you like a nice bow, like when you say that, like, yes.
Not a good idea.
Look at Lysander. You saw that too, right?
I think you're gonna have to go find out what he wants.
My friends,
Roderick's dumb as hell, dude. He'll do it.
My
Pat Roderick on the
friends.
shoulder and says, "Let me know how it goes."
You hear him speak after, if no one takes any immediate movement, you hear him speak. My friends, you have nothing to fear from me this night. Please, come speak with me.
Didn't you cast a charm spell on Drew when this started?
We rolled for that. He did not cast a spell. We don't know. We don't know anything about that. Drew, you felt like you wanted to maybe go out there.
Right.
But
Yeah.
You see Esmeralda pulls out her sword.
We
And
can hear you just fine. Feel free to speak all you want.
you see him kind of... We are better than this. Come, speak with me plainly.
Do we have your word that we won't be harmed?
You have my word.
Word on the land?
He doesn't answer.
I don't know. I was hoping maybe it meant something.
I liked it. I saw what you were going for. Right.
Reach, bend over toward Roderick and say, and pat him on the shoulder and say, perhaps it's best if I do the talking. And then, just yell out, "We're gonna come out now!" And then yell out, "We're gonna come out now! I'm coming out now! Here I come!"
I'm not afraid anymore.
And then I will walk outside.
Okay, Drew walks out.
Good idea.
Esmeralda walks with you. She puts an arm on your shoulder. You're not going out there alone.
Actually, walk behind Lysander as well. Like hell, you're going out there alone.
And she draws her weapon. I mean, to be clear, she draws her sword and
I
steps
am a weapon.
Might as well all go talk to him.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. If we're all going, we're all going.
Wait, Jesus, were you guys gonna let me go out there by myself? You know what? You guys suck.
Just needed someone to
Obviously
make the decision.
Obviously not.
I don't know. Maybe.
We should have, and then Lysander gets out there. We're here.
We're here. I
I'm
mean,
here.
I'm here. What's up? What are we doing?
Okay. Is anybody staying in the house? I heard 4. I think it's just Jeff.
I'm bringing up the rear.
Okay, so you are going out, though?
Yep.
Okay.
I still have the puppet.
All right. Still the puppet. All right, you come out last as the group kind of funnels out. And there's sort of like a front porch. And he's about 30 feet off the porch, basically. As the door opens and you start to step out, he does not move. You would notice that the tails of the 4 wolves start wagging, though, as you step out. But he takes no action or movement as you approach. He just kind of takes you all in. And the eldest Mardukov also comes out with you all. He directs his wife, like, keep the children inside, keep the rest inside. If something happens, escape from the rear. Go quickly. And then he steps out last, next to Jeff. Well.
As soon as we get to
Go ahead.
speaking distance,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to cast Magic Circle.
Okay. What does that do?
Okay. Create 10-foot radius and 20-foot tall cylinder of magical energy at a point on the ground that you can see. Choose one or more of the following types of creatures: either celestials, elementals, fays, fiends, or undead. The circle affects the creature of the chosen type in the following ways: creature cannot willingly enter the cylinder by non-magical means. The creature tries to use teleportation or interplanar travel to do so. It must first succeed on a charisma saving throw. Creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets within the cylinder. Targets within the cylinder can't be possessed or gain the charmed or frightened condition from that creature.
Okay. Where are you wanting to cast that?
Centered on myself or basically, yeah.
Okay.
With me standing at one edge and then around everybody, so maybe people can get inside of it.
Because it's sort of like you guys have a conversation before you decide to go out. Technically, it's a 1 minute casting time. You can kind of do it right before you step out. Like, as this conversation's happening, you start thinking about, like, I'm going to go outside. I just want to make sure, note that you really can't do that in combat normally, should this turn into combat.
Right.
But, yeah, you've got time now. You guys are talking, discussing, like, you start preparing. And as you step outside, yeah, this beam of light, this energy forms around you. And it's 10 feet, so you could really have one other person that would be in there. So who would that be, in your mind? Who's next to you?
I guess Esmeralda.
Okay. You two. All right. Well, as you appear, this energy field forms around you. You see him smile. You see his fangs when he sees this energy barrier start. Well, it is nice to see you all again. You have proven to be far more resourceful than I expected. Very, very busy in my kingdom. We'll wait to see if anyone reacts or says anything. Or he can monologue, if you wish.
We've only been here like 2 days, right?
It's been about 4. It's been
That's what I
about
was going to
4
say.
days.
Has it been 3 or 4?
It's been about 4 days. I was trying to piece it together myself the other day. So nobody says anything? Just let them keep monologuing? Okay.
Sure.
You, first of all, you have nothing to fear from me this night. No harm will come to you or your children that cower inside your home, Mordekov. If I wanted you dead, you'd be dead. You all have been busy. He looks kind of longingly at the house for a moment and back to you all, eyes kind of taking you all in one by one. You have begun a quest that I cannot allow to continue. Even I do not know what will be done or what will happen if you gather the seeds of Barovia once again. You must stop this folly. He stops again for a moment.
Didn't they start here?
Are you asking that, or is that in character or not?
Yeah, you said we can't gather them again. They started here.
So you say
That's how this world came to be.
much has changed in Barovia, young one. The dark powers of Barovia warned me a millennia ago about bringing these stones back once their hold was broken. You must stop what you do. Instead, I offer you an alternative. You have proven to be more a challenge than I expected. And you have taken something dear to me. You wish to leave this place? Bring me my Tatiana, and I will set you free.
I mean, she's not here. Where did you last see her?
Don't toy with me. I am not a fool. Creature, you have taken her from me. And I will have her back, one way or another. You can profit from this. You have proven yourself worthy adversaries. And that should go rewarded. I offer you this, and I offer you this once. Bring Tatiana to my castle, and I will set you all free from Barovia. Stops there for a moment. Is there any reactions? Everyone's quiet.
Whisper. Does that mean he's going to turn us into vampires?
If
Are you asking because you're interested or because you don't want that to happen?
Oh, I don't want that to happen.
Okay. Yeah.
if we,
I don't know how a vampire apprenticeship works, but I'm pretty sure you don't start off at a good level. So just keep that in mind. Sorry, dear.
So for that to happen, we'd have to get her there, and there's all of your monsters that are always trying to attack us on the way. Are you going to call off all of your dogs so that they don't kill us on the way if we decide to do this?
Of course. For the next 3 days, my young friend, if you are traveling east to Barovia, the creatures of this land will leave you be.
3 days, that's like a year's worth of playing. This game isn't going to last that long.
Yeah.
If you come to Barovia, to Castle Ravenloft, east by the road, you will be safe. You have my word.
And we abandon the people of Barovia to the same fate that they have been suffering for your entire rule here.
They seem to think that we can help them. They seem to think that we can free them from your grasp.
Please. You know that is hopeless, as do I. This place is a prison. You can remain here for the rest of your lives, or you can leave. And you can leave by one way, through my will. Bring me Tatiana, and you shall leave. Fail to bring Tatiana to me in the next 3 days, and so help me, I will unleash hell upon this place. A hell you have not dreamt of. Join me at my castle. Bring her for dinner, and we will discuss. Whenever you are ready, my castle is open to you. And the road east safe. But continue this folly. Continue to gather the stones of Barovia. And I will not tolerate it any longer. With that, he starts to turn. If nobody says anything, he just turns.
I'm pretty much gonna turn too. Like my attitude is like we're done here. There's nothing to gain on it.
He turns. His driver turns, and the two of them start to walk away. And you see the four wolves, slowly get up, and they back away, watching you. Like they literally back up, a little ways, as the two of them kind of start to disappear into the shadows. If you were to keep an eye, you would see three other figures kind of moving in the shadows by the cart. So the cart door opens, and they all start to get on. Finally, you see the cart turn and just take off riding north.
All the wolves get on the cart?
No, the people.
Really confused.
As you see the cart, I was going to finish, the cart starts to tear off. And then you see the four wolves kind of separate into four different directions into the woods. Just kind of dart off into the woods. Leaving everything quiet here once again.
Well, we have 3 days of peace to find Van Richten.
That's all I was going for. Just try to get a spot some time.
Oh, time frame.
It's a good call. You did. He will, you have it. As long as you're heading east.
Don't go.
I mean, we're
Most of the map. I mean,
The only thing that's not...
Most of the map is east.
Yeah, that's true. The only thing that's not is pretty much the Amber Temple, the mountains where the temple you believe it to be, and Kresik, pretty much.
I mean, it's southeast.
The mountain,
You all wanna-
you'd have to. That would be a real stretch to see if your little pact holds for that. But pretty much Kresik is the only thing off limits right now, and probably the Amber Temple. But otherwise, yeah, most of the map is east. That is true. With that, they roll away. Everything goes quiet. Esmeralda, you hear her spit on the ground. We won't deal with that devil. She walks in, not waiting for a reaction. She just walks inside.
So, do you all want to sit around plop around a hearth and discuss the next move, something like that? Little
I
game plan.
believe we learned a lot from that. I believe Strahd unintentionally clued us into a couple of things.
Where are you guys having this conversation? You just want to stand around
I
outside
was gonna say, no, we should go inside, like sit around, like kind of, in my opinion, like do a little straight fireplace action, you
Okay.
know, like kind of inner circle vibe.
Yeah, okay. Bring everybody inside and have that conversation.
If you guys are all down,
I mean, I'm pretty sure the party vibe is killed.
It is.
yeah, right.
It might
I
be.
think everybody's gonna go to bed now.
Yeah.
He's gone, everybody. Turn the music back on. Turn the music back on.
Cops.
Yeah,
Draymond.
that's exactly right. They do start, you can tell if you guys are going to have a conversation, the Markovs are going to start putting the kids to bed. You can tell the mood is mellowed. They're all going to break out. Esmeralda will stay close if you want her to. If you want her gone, she will walk away.
Now, Esmeralda's in. Mordakov's probably out. Not that, no offense to them, but,
Okay.
you know.
They'll go about their business. In fact, they'll tell you until we're sure he's gone, they're going to send two of them out to kind of guard like the perimeter of the house. And then
Don't be careful, man.
two are being sent out that evening. They'll just tell you this, I'm not going to RP it, to begin their search for Van Richten as they agreed to. Okay, with that, I turn it to you.
All right, Lysander, you were saying things that he revealed.
Yeah. He revealed that he is wary of the stones being brought together, and he also revealed that that whatever magics are in Van Richten's tower are concealing Tatiana from him, and therefore his power over the land is not absolute. That there are magics here that can defy, if not defeat him.
What do we know about that magic? I point that at Esmeralda.
I do not know much. The tower is ancient. It has been here. It was here in Barovia, they say, before Strahd's family came to this valley. It is an ancient tower. A powerful wizard. It's an old wizard's tower. Created it. I was aware of its magical dampening field around it. That is why I made it a hideout for myself and for Van Richten for a short time. It is an anti-magic field. It is a uncommon but powerful magic. It will certainly protect any sort of scrying or magics to enter that place. Beyond that, I know very little. It is thousands of years old.
So it predates. Would it predate then the creation of Barovia
Yes.
as we know it?
Yes, that is what the rumors say. But that wizard is long dead. It is just a hollow shell of what he once was, whoever he was.
The spell remains. That's interesting.
He must have been very powerful.
Or it's the location.
Perhaps. I do not know. But she will not be safe there long. He is not. He is quite intelligent. He will check there soon.
Yeah, I would say, like, if there's the one place that he can't see, he'll soon realize that that's where she is.
Scrying is not
good luck
all knowing. I mean, it is not perfect regardless, but yes, he is smart. He will likely send people there in the coming days.
So, we got 3 days at the maximum. What's that?
Before he gets pissed. 3 days before he gets pissed, but, we've got as long as we want.
We gather our allies. Someone should find the wizard. We should find the wizard.
You've been wanting to chase that. You've been wanting to chase that little side story since day one.
I have. I want to find the crazy forest Radagast wizard and get him to help us. Yeah, well, I guess we'll see. We'll see what the Mordakovs find out about Van Richten first and foremost. I think that's all of our priority. He'd be, not only are you looking for him, Esmeralda, but he'd be a powerful ally, obviously. So that's one key piece.
And he has the diary. We need that if we are to truly break this curse. Getting into the information from that diary is critical.
So that's priority
Wasn't
number one.
Wasn't there a missing Valaki princess? Wasn't that one of the in that camp outside of Valaki? They were missing somebody.
One of the Vistani. Yeah, one of his daughter is missing. Yeah.
Yeah. That could be interesting. To potentially garner loyalty amongst Strahd's followers.
We still have the werewolf that could potentially join us. And the other, we had a whole other card. What was the other one?
The Fallen Angel.
The Fallen Angel, yeah.
Which you believe you have a hint to in Kresik.
Priest in Kresik, yeah. So, if we want to... So I guess the question is do we pull on the threads of the things that Madame Ava pointed us to, or do we keep chasing these sort of, ancillary issues like going after another stone versus going after these more important elements. So I know we talked about going after the druids and what have you, but that's also something, unless we're doing something with these stones actively, that's something we could do, or these people could do after we've defeated Strahd. We're on a time crunch. I feel like we need to pick and choose our next few things here.
I wonder about him when he said that bringing the stones together was a bad idea. Or what if he's using reverse psychology to get us to bring the stones together for him?
Remind me, when all the stones were taken. I know the one was taken a long time ago to create Strahd.
Yep. The others were recent. The Druids took one a few weeks ago, and Baba Saga just took this one a few days ago.
So they were all together up until recently.
3 out of 4 were together up until recently.
Right, but the fourth one was deranged, so like... The point is that bringing these 3 back together shouldn't have any effect because they were just together a few weeks ago.
Yes, so was he talking about the fourth stone then? Esmeralda would say.
Could be.
He has the fourth stone.
According to the story you told us, it is still in the temple.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know what happened after that, too. I only saw that particular scene. He could have went back and taken it, as far as we know.
That is true.
True.
Maybe we should go check the Amber Temple to find out if it's still there.
That is definitely... There was another reason to go there. I don't remember. I have so many notes. I don't remember what it was on top of the head, though.
Making a loose to-do list here.
What's that?
I'm making a loose to-do list here. So far, we've got Mad Wizard, Angel and Krezik, missing
Werewolf
Vistani
somewhere.
girl, werewolves, and 2 different stone leads.
Gather your allies. We've got Kithrak Voss, we've got Dame Aelin, we've got
Wrong game.
Ravengard.
Wrong game.
Also want to know, just side note, I just want to know also what happened to Blackie. Like,
You'll likely find that out soon.
yeah.
Probably by morning once the spies get back.
I'm also interested to find out what happened to our friend Casimir.
Who?
Yeah.
Who the hell's that?
The tall horse boy.
Yeah, sure.
Here.
Sure.
Very moody broody.
Well, I vote we all take a mission and go our separate ways and do it.
There we go. There we go. We'll split up 6 ways.
Right. That should go fine.
Finish the game real quick.
Well,
So one and go.
So are we even? So we're not gonna go to the Druid Temple and get the stone and wreck the Druids? Is that?
That was the other one. That's right.
At this
That's
point,
west
that
of-
has the least amount of relevance.
Well,
Unless
let me
we
just-
want.
Unless we want to gather the stones.
Yeah, right.
yeah, I was gonna say, and if we want to do the druid, pull on that string, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense unless we also go and get the fourth.
Right.
stone.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we were doing the stones, like we should do the Druids now because we're like there and let's just raid our party. Go light
We
them
also
up.
will have to convince these people to let us take all of their stones. When you guys were balking at me borrowing one of them.
So what happens to the stones if we don't mess with the stones and we just try to go to Strahd? Like, isn't the land still cursed as heck? Or
That's what we need the diary for, right? Part
yeah.
of the to understand how to.
The sacred texts.
Yeah.
Well,
Why don't we get some?
Don't know what the stones do.
Oh, sorry.
So we don't know what the stones do at this point.
Mm-hmm.
We know that the diary should be able to help us. We know there's a werewolf out there with potential other werewolves to help us. And something to do with an angel. It's already 3 things on our list, our to-do list,
and
that we were told to do from the beginning.
Yeah, and the crazy wizard.
And of course, the crazy wizard.
Not letting that stick drop.
Hey, if we go to check out the werewolves, let's just check the crazy wizard too. They're on the same side of the lake.
Yep, that's true.
It's true.
That is true. That is true.
But yeah, as far as what order and when.
Well, to your point, we could go. If we want to do the stones, we'd have to go south. And we have to do both the Druid Village and the Amber Temple. If we go north, we could hit up Kresik, potentially track down the Angel lead. And then we could then take the long way over to Lake Zarovich and potentially knock off the Wizard and also knock off the Werewolf, which would be 2 of our 4 cards. And in that time, we could also hopefully have them either gather leads ourselves or have the Mardikovs get leads on Van Richten with their diary. So north or south, really.
Whatever you decide to do, count me in. But once I know where Van Richten is, that's where I'll be going. Esmeralda would say. But I'm going to turn in for tonight. Get some rest. See what the Mardikovs find in the morning before I make any decisions.
Is there a? I don't know what our accommodations are, but is there someplace where we can all kind of crash relatively together?
Yeah. You guys will probably be crashing right here, pretty much in the main room. I mean, there's no extra bedrooms, but yeah, you guys can put out your bedrolls and whatnot and just crash next to the hearth, pretty much.
Okay. So where do we go? Where do we start? Which one do we go? Which one do we pick?
Esmeralda at this point exits. So.
Or do we wait until we hear from them? Or do we think we're going to hear from them in the morning?
They can move quickly. I expect we'll at least hear something tomorrow. We've had a long day.
If we're going for the stones, then part of that conversation is the stone that we have. So we need to decide what we're going to do.
Well,
why don't we? Go ahead, Ethan.
Well, I was just gonna say if they know where if they know where Van Richten is, then that's kind of what we're doing, right? That's like the prerogative, like basically go that way.
If we find that out in the morning, but if we don't, what is our game plan? I'm hoping that we'll know more about these stones by morning, and that might give us something. But
well, the stone. I will just say that the stones are. We don't really know what they do. We don't know how they fit in the story. We do know that Strahd is a little bit leery of all of them being brought together. If we go north to Kresik, or track down the Angel Lead and track down the Werewolf, which is also around near the Wizard, that's 2 of the cards from Madame Ava, which are things that we knew from day one are going to be instrumental in potentially stopping Strahd. So,
Right.
tracking down things that we know are going to be valuable, or potentially, tracking down things that we know scare the shit out of Strahd.
To be fair, we don't know if them coming back together scares him because it is a way to defeat him, or is a way to, based on what he was saying, and if he wasn't lying, which I guess we should have rolled to see if we felt he was lying, would it actually harm this realm and him along with it? Right? Like, there's the difference between something that it could, remove him from power and something that could destroy the whole realm with him, him along with it. If he is fearful of that.
Potentially, if all 4 stones are brought together, or all 4 of these seeds are brought together, it would potentially give somebody, since they are tied to the land, it might give them a more dominant control over Barovia than Strahd.
He wants out, right? Like, we know that. He wants to leave as well.
He's on his way out.
So if it was
that's his
What's
plan. He said, Esmeralda told you, he's on his way. He's building a machine to leave.
Yeah, so if these things just gave someone else the ability to take it over so he could leave, I don't think he'd care. So I wonder if there's more to it. But those are a lot of questions. We might know a little bit more in the morning, maybe not. But to your point, we do know those other things are meant to help us.
Yep.
And last time we did one of those things, we got a really cool sword.
As far as, north or south, I will say this. My Da used to have a saying, and it was, I'd rather have a dull sword and a good friend than a sharp sword and a bad friend. I do think that there's power in allies, and friendship, and the power of making new friends, maybe even more so than the stones, just weighing it that way. But anywho,
I feel like we have... Are you talking about the Mordecai's?
no, the werewolves and the crazy
wizard.
wizards.
The power we're searching for is been within us the whole
Friendship.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. I got that part.
And I think,
making sure I knew who was being aimed at.
and as a reminder, whoever was sent from Krezk, Strahd tried to get you to kill. I mean, you did. You attacked, and so they're clearly not. They're clearly not in alignment with Strahd as well. So as you talk about allies, they're definitely not friends.
Yeah.
Not saying they're allies, but they're definitely not friends.
And
after you killed a bunch of them, they may never be your friends. But
that's a good
Hey,
point.
we smoothed that out.
oh, sure. Smooth as really rocky peanut butter. Sure.
Roderick and Zora, you guys got any other input as well, or should we just wait till morning and see what happens?
I feel like we need as many weapons and allies as we can get.
Yeah.
The sooner we gather them, the better.
I need some sleep.
Very fair. So true, bestie.
Do a secret handshake and then shuffle off to bed.
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything to add. Like,
Okay.
I'm traveling with the crew wherever we go, that's for sure. But
Cool. Well, then let's just cash, and we'll wait to see what the Mordecai's come back with in the morning. I mean, because the decision kind of hinges on that, no? I guess if they don't come back, or if it's indecisive, then we will have to have a plan B, but...
Wait till morning if you want.
Krezik's not far, so we can always go there and then come back here, too, if we
Okay. Well then,
Cool.
if you guys want to wait, you guys can sort of start to fade out. Unless anyone's doing anything of note, you guys can take a long rest.
Oh yeah.
I'd like you to hit it
As we
twice. Hit long rest 2 times, because you are getting a full rest, which means all of your hit dice will fully be restored as well. So hit it twice, so it restores everything. This is considered a full rest. Everyone will wake up with an inspiration. Everyone. Not just the humans. And, I'll try to remember this because we are about to have 3 or 4 weeks off. You all have a special inspiration restored by this night of rejuvenation, healing, and rest. The best rest you have had since coming to this place. You each have a D4 that you can add to any roll 1 time. You choose
Any roll, anytime.
anytime, 1 time. It can be a skill check, save throw, or attack skill.
And I, as we were getting ready to go down, will bring a glass of green wine to everyone, as per usual. And then I'm also, right before we crash, I start. I don't have stuff set up for this one yet. I start speaking another prayer that you guys haven't heard yet, and a nice little nightlight appears around our group in a sphere, and just like a faint light glows around us for the entirety of the night. And when everyone wakes up, you have a +1 AC for the rest of the day.
Wow.
What?
My new level 4 spell gives everyone +1 to AC for 24 hours.
Wow.
Who sleeps within the sphere of light.
Feeling real good this
See,
next morning.
Don't let me forget to change it back. All right, that's on you.
Just leave it off, and I'll remember to add it to everybody. Don't actually change
sure?
it on your sheet. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Which thing are we talking about?
Don't add the actual AC to the character sheet.
Oh.
I got that.
Okay.
All right, dude.
I'll remind everybody.
I know you though.
Yeah, are you gonna remember?
I'm gonna
I
remember.
remember. Also, everybody should have the 10 temporary hit points.
Yep. Okay. You guys charge up.
Cause they reset after the long rest, so add them back.
Yep. All right. So, yeah, you guys wake up. You guys sleep. Anything else happening besides a couple of spells being cast off? Otherwise, everybody's just gonna rest.
Resting.
Okay.
Resting up.
All right, then you guys, you sleep the best sleep you have had since coming to this place. You awake 9 hours later.
Oh, sorry, Doug.
Yes.
I'm also attuning to the thing overnight.
Okay, that changes some things.
I want to know what it does.
Okay.
All right.
All right, it's at 8 hours, so you are basically you basically sleep next to it, cradle it in your arms, and go to bed. 8 hours goes by. It's probably about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock when you guys go to bed. So it's really, the sun is just starting to creep up, Darren. Everyone else is still asleep. As you know, you're all tired, exhausted from that battle. It's going to be a little bit more than 8 hours of sleep. No one else is stirring yet in this place. Darren, your eyes snap awake. You feel sick to your stomach. You feel exhausted, sweaty. Just like waking up like in a fever dream. The stone is in your hand. You can see like roots have kind of formed around the stone and around your hand. Like it's like stuck to it. As you sort of stand up, You feel like your heart is stopping. You feel like you can't breathe, heaving. You sort of stumble out of the house, really not sure where you are, not really controlling your body for the moment. So you just stumble out into the morning air, drop to your knees in the dirt. You feel this connection to the world for a moment. Darren, as you look at your hand, you can't drop it. You can't take it out of your hand. It's like stuck to your hand. Your hand kind of clutches to your chest, and you see this thing start just absorbing into your chest cavity. Releases from your hand, and you just feel this vomit everywhere. You feel sick, as if you're dying for a moment, as this thing enters your body. The whole process takes 5 minutes, as you feel this thing coming into you, before it finally ends. You drop to the ground, breathing. It is now attuned. And in the middle of your chest, a giant green glowing gem is protruding from it. Like half in your chest, half out. Like a weird anime kind of look. You can see like weird like tendrils, like red tendrils, stone, and root-like tendrils arching out from it in all directions. It's just right in the middle of your chest.
You looked evil before.
Gosh, oh, jeez.
And you're just kind of standing there.
That wasn't the Martikov's one, was it?
That was the one you guys took.
It was the one we took from the hag.
Oh.
The one I had is that Prezek, or on the way back from Prezek, not sure. Okay. No visions or anything this time around? Just
no visions as
physical.
of this moment, just a physical reaction.
Okay.
And you may,
on
your character sheet in a moment, you can go look for Seed of Barovia as an item, and you may add it and attune to it.
Where would I find that at?
You literally would type in under equipment inventory, like you're looking for a sword, just type in Seed, and it should pop up.
Hold on. All right.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I found it.
Okay. Darren, once you have you added it to your sheet?
One second. Yeah, okay. On there.
Okay. Once it is on your sheet, I will tell you everything it does.
It is on the sheet.
You are granted a +1 to spell attack, a +1 to spell save DC, a +1 to charisma, and a +1 to AC permanently. You have a glowing aura around you at all times, providing a +1 to AC. It has 5 charges. You may expend those charges to cast the following spells. At level 1, Earth Ball, Thunder Wave, and Entangle. At level 2, Protection from Poison, Spike Growth. For level 3, Call Lightning and Erupting Earth. And at level 4, Wall of Fire and Ice Storm.
When you say level, that means number of charges you
That
use.
is also correct, yes. So they align with that. So if you use a 4th level spell, it uses 4 of the 5 charges.
Gotcha.
You may also spend charges to empower spells. You can expend 1 charge and add a d10 to the damage of any spell. You may also expend 2 charges to restore a level 1 spell slot, 3 charges to restore a level 2 spell slot, etc., etc.
I am now a cleric sorcerer.
What's that?
Yes, and I am now a cleric sorcerer.
Yes.
Magic.
Well, it's all druid spells. You'll notice.
The way you just
Yeah.
described metamagic as far as changing spell slots.
That's true. Yeah, it does have a little bit of that in it. This is a homebrew item. that is what it does. It basically gives you access to a bunch of druid spells. They will burn out charges, up to 5 charges. And it empowers your magic.
You have 2 days to live.
Oh, I'm
I
not
mean, that
done.
was kind of always.
I am not done. You may not unattune to this. This is considered a cursed item. At current, and I need you to roll, as you wake up, a d10, please.
Just a regular D10.
Let's
Yep.
go.
Okay.
Bogey chart.
Is this D10 to see if he animates the house?
Please.
That'll be an 8.
How much?
You can also roll Qui-Gon.
8.
8. I need you to, on your max hit points, reduce it by 8.
Ouch.
Damn.
You're squishy.
Is that daily?
No.
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
think this thing is gonna kill you.
Yeah, dude, Drew is doing hella damage. She does have 6 hit points, but that's okay. We're about to assault Strahd's castle.
Right.
Glass cannon by day 3.
Yeah, glass cannon. Just keep him in the back. We're good.
Maybe it's just a level faster than he uses his powers.
All right. So, Darren, that's what you awake to. You are now outside the house, on your knees in the dirt, and you feel sick to your stomach.
Oh, I was like, something is not right. What the heck? Okay. I just died.
Oh.
Oh, no.
That might. Oh, yes, you did.
You got a foundry too.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to do that. And it's not,
I can do it for you. Stand by. I'll do it. I have done it many times for other campaigns.
I'm gonna,
All right, Max.
long rest myself back alive.
I already did it. Just refresh your sheet in 1 second. Go ahead and refresh your sheet now.
Yeah.
You're force
I'm
ghost,
good.
Darren.
What's that?
You're a force ghost now. Get a green
Yeah.
aura and everything.
You do have your 10 temp hit points, so I'll add those on. Now, if you refresh, it's done.
Okay.
Okay, there you are. What would you like to do?
Yeah. So I'm standing out. You said I'm standing out there.
Kneeling in the dirt. Yep.
Probably gonna look at my chest for a minute. Just gonna look at my hands and just kind of take it all in for a minute. And I guess I'm like wondering if I'm seeing anything different. I'm wondering, since it's part of attuning to the land, if I'm seeing anything differently, or you know what I mean? Like,
As of this moment.
as I'm figuring out what it's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see anything different, feel different. You feel sick, a little bit sickly, but you do feel powerful. You feel this connection to the land. You feel like your magic, you've gained control over the land. That's why I gave you all druid spells when I made it. You feel like you have some. I think the feeling you would get is kind of, and you hear almost Lysander's words like ringing through your mind as you think through it for the moment. It's like you have gained some control over the land itself in a small way.
Were you awake or still sleeping the rest of this?
Yeah, you guys are still sleeping, right, for the moment.
Okay. I don't think I really
I'm
sleep that much.
excited. Let's see what happens if we put another one in there.
Oh, yes. Stack them.
That's right. Gotta collect them all.
Gotta collect them all.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a snack.
Yep.
Is the sick feeling? Is it just continual? Does it feel like it's getting stronger, getting weaker? Like
It feels about the same. Like you lost 8 hit points.
sure.
Yeah, it's like a feeling of sickness. Like, almost like you've gained control of the land, but it's like it's sucking some of your life force out in order to kind of create this connection. It's like it's bridging the gap. It's using some of the energy from the land. It's using some of the energy of you. Very symbiotic.
Got it. Okay. I'm probably gonna go for a walk.
Okay.
Sun's up, right?
Sun is peeking out of the clouds slightly. It is like a just twilight morning.
Okay. Not going to walk too far from the house, but I'm probably going to walk kind of like around the vineyard a little bit.
Okay.
Just kind of seeing if I can shake off the effects or not.
Okay. Yeah, you take a short walk, and while you're walking, everyone else will awake. What you see, Darren, as you're walking, kind of towards the end of your walk, you see a large bird drop out of the sky, land further out, land near the house, and you see walk in. You all would be awoken by the sound of a conversation. It's like, who the hell's talking at this hour kind of moment. You hear words and, just silent conversation, just murmurs somewhere else in the house, but it does wake you all as the morning sun is just starting to open up. As you all come to, you hear this. There's a conversation happening in a back room somewhere. Darren is missing. I'll turn it over to the four of you.
For a moment there, I thought that when you said the bird dropped out of the sky, that was one of Kel Solus's new powers, just like fauna or animals just dropping out of.
I do have call lightning, so
I said the weirdest dream that Strahd was all sparkly for some reason.
It's not Twilight.
Is it? Is it not?
Skin of a killer bill. If I hear the voices, I'm gonna get up and gather myself together real quick and walk out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What are the rest of you?
Lysander's not going to gather themselves. They're just going to get up and walk out there.
Okay. Walk where?
Pajamas.
Okay.
Towards the voices.
Okay. Well, as you stand up, Lysander, Ethan, you're definitely set on, there's something going on, so I'm going to walk over there. As you are less collected, Lysander, you would see Darren outside. So out of the front window, since you guys are in the front of the house, you see Lysander walking around.
Calsolus,
excuse me. Sorry. Calsolus walking around outside, and then you've been swapped. You see Calsolus outside, and then you hear the voices. So what are you doing, Lysander?
So just to be clear, Calsolus and Lysander did not Freaky Friday
not Freaky Friday.
Right, because it would immediately be like, did we pee in the same fountain or something like that while looking at the moon? How's that work?
It's a new spell I cast. Plus one AC, but you randomly switch places with somebody.
Everybody has to randomly check to see what character you're playing from now on. What are you doing, Lysander?
I would think that would be a little odd. Seeing Kelsolus kind of out walking by themselves, but just kind of take mental note and then go about walking toward the voices, kind of wiping the sleep from my eyes, or the meditation from my eyes. I don't think I sleep.
Okay, Jeff, what about you?
Stick the end of my dowel on top of my rod of tentacles.
Okay.
And then I sneak off to try to listen to those voices over there from the conversation.
Okay. And then Pat. And you would all, depending on how you describe it, if you're not going directly to the voices, you also may see Calsolus outside. Pat, what are you doing?
Actually, if I see Calsolus outside, I would probably follow that rather than voices.
Okay. So you step out the front door. Okay. Calsolus, what are you doing? So you saw the bird drop down a couple moments ago. You're in a walk, keeping the place, in view, but you're, a little ways out. You see Roderick step outside. What are you doing?
If I'm still feeling the way that I've been feeling, I'm probably just going to keep kind of pacing.
Okay.
Doing laps.
Okay.
Not really focusing on like what's going on and not really paying attention to what's happening around. Like I'm paying attention. I'm focusing on what's happening with me and not like what's happening
Okay.
around me.
You
So
notice.
like really paying like. Okay, go ahead.
No, so you notice something as you're pacing now. As you look up, you see Pat. You kind of look back down, like, what the fuck? You know, feeling this wave of nausea. Pat, are you walking out to Calsolus? Okay.
Yes.
As you're walking out there, you would see this, and now, Darren, you start to notice it. Wherever you're walking, you see, like, crisp tufts of grass have grown. Like, you've created, you've left tracks your entire walk, and you didn't notice it before, but, like, as you stop and look at Pat, like, you see tufts of grass, like, grow up around your boot as you're sitting there for a moment. Like, literally life is, like, growing up around you as you move around. And, Pat, you would see that.
Congratulations, you're the Swamp Thing.
Something. Oh, it gets worse because you haven't noticed the rest of it. Pat, as you walk up and you see Calsolus more fully, as maybe she looks over at you, there are 3 glowing gems in her forehead, over her eyes. And Darren, what's your story with the thing in your chest? Like, have you covered it up, or you color this out?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Well, I mean, I'm usually wearing. I guess it depends on what I was wearing at bedtime. I probably didn't put armor on at the
Right,
time, but
right.
I probably would have clothes on. Like,
Sure.
she's not like.
You've kind of
Yeah, so
covered it up.
it would probably be mostly covered. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Pat, you see these 3 glowing gems that just like, and they're glowing this bright glowing green. They look like the seed 3 times. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. That'll be the.
It is highly amusing coming from a tiefling whose familial ancestry is necrotic. So that is pretty funny.
The rest of you.
I am now life and death.
Yes, you are life and death. The rest of you hear voices. It is Esmeralda, Mardukov, and one of the kids speaking. And as you kind of come into the room, each of you kind of, they kind of turn to you and continue conversations. And you basically hear the end of it. You're sure? You're certain? I'm quite certain. I got a good look at him. Yes, that is what he's at. And then they turn to you as the 3 of you kind of start stumbling in, or kind of coming in. Esmeralda's arms are crossed. She's kind of shaking her head. They all look at you as you come in.
What is it, Van Richten? Ask like.
She nods very somberly. Yes. Tell them what you saw. Well, it didn't take long to find him. We started in Vallaki. That place is completely gone to shit. There are strange creatures moving through the streets. They are like nothing I have seen before. Creatures of metal and stone. The Burgomaster, the Baron, sorry, I used the word Baron in my story. The Baron, he is dead. Hanging with his friend, with his partner Isaac, from the gallows in the town center.
Man, even with everything we did.
So I wish I remembered the rolls. I knew what the result was immediately, and I had it on my board. But you guys were I had set the threshold based on things you did. I lowered it or increased it, and the rolls that needed to be were low. And someone rolled a nat 1, a 4, and there was one good roll, but it was really 3 or 4 horrible rolls low wise, which is where the threshold was set at.
I thought we had 2 really good rolls.
I think it was 2 decent rolls and 3 terrible rolls, one of which was a nat 1. And so anything low was, or whatever it was backwards. It was shitty rolls. So it was a all-out loss. I don't remember the exact rolls. It was weeks ago now. So the Baron and his commander Isaac, they're both hanging from the gallows. And Van Richten, I saw him. He was in the stocks in the middle of the center of the square.
You have a donkey mask on?
No, he did not.
That's probably done.
Yeah, that's done. That is where he is.
This is grave indeed. That is not what we were hoping that that altercation would play out. He's alive, though, Van Richten. He's just in the stocks.
Yes, he is alive, at least for now. He was this morning.
Look at Esmeralda.
He was this
Look
morning.
at Esmeralda and try to just like straight insight, like see if I can read her face at all, like based on. I assume she's just kind of chewing it over.
She's chewing it over, but you can tell she's about to move into action.
We need to think. I like look at her, like put
Yeah.
a hand out.
You
like,
can tell she's about to just like storm out the back door and leave. Yeah, that's what you see.
I also don't feel good about it. I want to take action because we left that place and we could have intervened, but we didn't. I mean, we did, but I want to make things right as well. But we need to think before we act. Like tell her. It is. We'll get Van Richten back. Like,
Give me
assure
a
her.
persuasion check.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Can it be an intimidation? No, I'm just kidding.
It could be. You will get a very different reaction if you fail.
No. I rolled a 7.
Okay. She looks at you. I must go. I owe him my life. I must save him. Now.
We will help you. You will if you go alone, you will do nothing but get yourself killed and Van Richten. We saw a glimpse of the power that Madam whoever
Fiona.
Fiona was wielding, and that's what walks the streets now, according to them. So we need to do this together, and we promised you we would help you. Or we told you we would help you get Van Richten, and I intend to do that, but we need our full strength.
I will wait, but not long.
You didn't happen to mention like the shopkeep? Is he okay? Is he still...
Hey, yeah, on the good news, our debts, dude, wiped clean.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
She does just walk out the
Under
back
new
door.
management.
She does walk out the back door though. Just sort of.
I'm gonna turn to.
You see her just
After
start
she does that,
pacing. Yeah, like outside. You can see her like take a couple of steps back and forth, like
Yeah.
like waiting.
Who's all in here with me?
It's you, Jeff, Drew, and the Mordecai's now.
Okay. Drew, and Jeff, did you guys have anything to ask? Because I was gonna say something basically like we're gonna, I want to like put them into scouting action basically again if we can. But like we can gather everybody up before we do that.
I wonder about, on a serious note, I do wonder about Father Lucian, how they fared. I don't know if they're...
I did not see the priest. He was not in the stocks nor the gallows. I could not get into any of the buildings. The place, it was like a military force walking up and down the streets. I flew overhead and left. I'm afraid I did not see the priest.
I
Who's in
understand.
control
I know that they were helping us tip off the Baron, so I didn't know if there was like some sort of like politically motivated executions or anything like that.
I do not
The
know.
lady in charge now, then? I'm confused. Who's in charge of the town now?
Fiona. We need to meet. I'd say it to the Mordecai's. We need to meet, but hold on. We need to reconvene with you momentarily. Where are Cal Solis and Roderick? Like, kind of like little flustered. Rivers like turns around like, let's go. We need to gather and discuss.
Out as you turn out the window, you see the two of them out about to have whatever RP conversation's about to happen. So you would see them out just up on a hill outside of the building. And with that note, Pat. Darren.
But just real quick,
Oh.
I believe Roderick is about ready to shoot a shot with Calsolas. So,
Roger.
All right,
Over-
now I'm really excited for this conversation. Go ahead.
Is she
Um,
glowing?
as soon as my eyes kind of like check her full figure out, if you will, I when they like completely stop in my tracks. And does she look appearance wise the same except for the green glowies?
Yeah, you don't see any sign of the weakness or sickness. You just see this green glowing. I think she looks nervous, maybe. You tell me, Darren. What does she look?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's kind of like, what the fuck? What's going on? Like, what is happening?
You you got on your
I feel
head.
weird. I look at look at when I see
you
that.
look weird.
I look weird. I started like checking my horns. Are my horns still attached?
Touch your forehead. Touch your forehead.
Do I feel them?
Yep.
Is it,
Yep. If you reach for your head, yeah, you feel them. They have a warmness to them, like an ember that's that you could pick up, but kind of feel that heat from it.
I just want to know that what this looks like from the front room, watching them just like. Sorry.
And then Cal goes.
I think it's going well.
Okay.
Really well. I feel sick this morning, like really sick.
You don't. Oh, I don't get closer. Start to step closer, then step back. I don't know, man. I don't know, Kelso. This is what happened last night.
I believe the stone decided to make me its mother. That's the best way I can describe it.
Let's talk to them.
Except it went in reverse. Instead of giving birth to it, it went back in.
Yeah.
This just got real graphic.
I am really glad I'm not in that conversation.
Yeah. Very
Oh,
weird.
this one was now.
Yeah. I think it's bad luck just hearing a thing like that.
Is you don't have the stone anymore, or
Oh, I have it.
it's in your person?
Yeah, it's kind of I kind of am the stone now.
Look down at the grassy boot prints on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's very apparent.
Yeah.
Actually, Doug, rip part of my sleeve off
Mm-hmm.
and try to make a long strip of cloth
Mm-hmm.
and just give it to her and be like, put this on your forehead. Just cover the stones on your forehead.
There's no hiding at this point.
All right. Wrap it on my forehead.
Yes, I was just gonna say you put it in your forehead like, man, that'd be badass.
Rambo that shit.
We should go talk to everybody. This is bananas.
Yeah, like
I
while he's
lived on a
saying that, we're
farm
probably
4 days ago.
storming out.
What's that?
I lived on a farm 4 days ago.
It's true.
About this point, Ethan, you're going out there. You leading the group
Yeah,
out there.
he's like Roderick's like, we should go talk to everybody at the front door. Like swings open, and then Rivers just like, hey, what are you doing out here? We need to talk. We've got an emergency. Like,
We've got an emergency out here. We need to talk.
yeah, like fast walk, like power walk over and meet in the middle of their
Okay.
big yard, basically.
Okay. All right. What about Drew and Jeff? Are you guys following?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Drew.
Yeah, I don't think I'd quite going out there at the same pace that River.
This is time urgent. Esmeralda's about to fucking snap and go get herself killed, dude. Clock's on.
Okay. You walk over, you see the horrific show that is Cal Solis.
Oh my god, you're pregnant, you're glowing!
Sort of.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
think
we've
too.
got stuff going on, Esmeralda, and then like stop as I look at Cal Solis and like, are you all right? What happened?
I don't know. I'm not sure. The stone sort of absorbed into me.
Are you sure you didn't absorb it?
Well, I guess you could say it that way. It was an intention. I didn't intentionally absorb it, but it, yeah.
Is it just figures the grass growing around your feet?
No, it's definitely growing around my feet.
By the way,
You've seen that.
all creatures, while you're walking, have advantage on tracking you currently. There's another little side mechanic.
Can you just make grass, or can you make like radishes and stuff?
So far, just grass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, might be able to keep us fed while we're out in the middle of the woods at some point.
Are you? Do you need assistance?
I don't know yet.
Are you okay?
I mean, I've been throwing up since I woke up, but otherwise,
Okay. Well,
but also I feel the land to an extent.
yeah, just mutter under my breath. God, this place, man. God, get the hell out of here.
Well, I gave you an offer.
Have anything to say about this situation?
I'm about my Da's wisdom has been running thin for days ever since we got here. I've told you guys. Well, quick update from our side. We just talked to the Mordakovs, and Valaki is lost. Fiona's infernal creations roam the streets. The Baron and Isaac are both hanging and dead in the town square. And Van Richten is in the stocks in the town square, but alive. Esmeralda is about to snap and go try to sneak in herself, and I told her we would help her.
Where was he when we were there?
Well, I can tell you that now. He was upstairs, bound and gagged in Fiona's house. So
Damn.
this is where our two stories diverged. I was running the other Strahd campaign. They found Van Richten that night at dinner, and that's why it turned into mass, pandemonium.
That's why they fought him.
So yeah, he was upstairs the whole time.
I did for a second think you were going to be like, Van Richten was the shopkeeper, dude. The antiquities in disguise.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yep.
he was right there.
He was right there. You guys were 12 feet away from him.
So, first and foremost, team safety. Cal Solis, I want to make sure that you're okay and in good shape. And if you are, I think that we should probably get ready to mobilize here.
I mean, I'm okay as I think I'm okay. I guess we'll see. I'm not bleeding currently.
Yes, you seem very green.
Green and purple. Yeah.
You're vibrant. Okay, we should go talk to Esmeralda. I guess first of all, are we gonna help her? We are, right?
Who? Cal Solis or Esmeralda?
Yeah. Esmeralda. Yeah.
We're both.
Both,
I need
if we
to
can.
pronounce here. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
for as much as Esmeralda's kind of gone to bat for us, I think we owe it to her to go to bat. Plus, I still have those keys to the gate. They might have changed the locks by now. but
Yeah, I agree.
Lysander will congratulate in a very condescending way Kelsolis on fucking around with magics that they didn't understand and now having their own parasite like absorbed in their body, as is Lysander's case.
I learned from the best.
And then mutter Lysander, at that Lysander will mutter to himself, I'm a terrible teacher. Terrible teacher.
I learned by watching you, Dad.
And then immediately just like take a drink. Just
See?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, if everybody's on the same page, let's go talk to Esmeralda.
Why don't we? Yeah, let's go. Let's maybe start heading for that Vistani camp that we saw on the outskirts of Valaki and see if we can kind of scope out this place before we just start barreling in there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like, go stop her, tell her we're gonna help her, and then she'll be more apt to like listening to like coming up with a plan.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think just storming the place is
No,
going to be the answer at this place.
Get ourselves killed. And there's some. Well, let's go gather her, Doug.
Okay. So you guys are gonna walk around the house to the back?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's out there pacing. When you get out there?
While we're walking over there, I'll also ask them, like, did we want to ask the Mordikovs to do anything else before we possibly, like, dip out, essentially? Like, should we ask them to, like, try to scout anything out or, like, check anything out for us? Or,
Like, I don't know, like what? Like, what are you thinking?
I mean,
I don't know if, like, Amber Temple or anything like that we just needed some more intel on, or if we already knew everything we needed to.
Let's say the intel we need to know which werewolf is the one that is liable to split. I know there was something.
She told you.
Something about it.
She told you a little bit about the werewolf current situation. Yeah. There is a current leader of the werewolves. He is new. He recently took over when the other werewolf disappeared. She had said that he's gone missing. His wife of the former leader is very much concerned and looking for him. The other is very much happy to be in charge, sort of alpha dog kind of moment. So there's a little bit of a power struggle happening. You did learn about that.
But do we know where? Like, where did she tell us where? Like where that pact was? Because there was a few, if I remember.
She knows where the den is. Yes, she stuck into it.
Okay. Then I guess I don't know if we need anything on that.
Okay. Cool.
Finding, I think, the question is, clearly what they're upset about is where is this other werewolf?
Right.
Where is the werewolf?
But the ally could be the wife or the other werewolf or both, essentially.
That's a fair assumption.
But if we know where the wife's at, then yeah, okay.
You do know where she is. At least that's where she was. Last time Esmeralda saw her. Okay, you guys come around.
What else we would need them to do?
You guys are having that conversation as you come around the side of the house. You see Esmeralda there. Mardukov is trying to calm her down as well. Like, don't be rash. You see a conversation happening. One of the other sons is kind of just standing out there. As you come around, she looks up like, let's go. You get that kind of moment. Mardukov looks up, and you see his eyes focus on you, Darren.
Yeah, can't figure that was coming.
What?
Say, like, without changing my gaze, I told you to put the headband.
What have you done? He storms over towards the four of you. What have you done? What has happened?
Have the nerve to look at Kelso with surprise, like, oh my god!
What happened?
It's like asking the kid if he ate the blueberry pie, and he says no, and his face is covered in blueberries.
What have you done? He says as he storms over.
I don't even know. I woke up this morning and the thing was like growing on to me.
Dare you? You have defiled it. You.
I feel like it defiled me more than I defiled it.
Is this how you would repay us? He shoves you.
Step in front of him.
Yeah, I'll step up too for sure. He's
Okay.
like
Please.
laying hands. I mean,
Please
laying
refrain from
hands.
putting hands on my friend.
Get out of my way. I'll do what I wish. You are on my land. His voice is carrying.
Step forward towards him and ensure that he does not take any space. You will not put your hands on.
The door opens and another of the children comes out, followed by his wife. Now there's 3 of them outside now with him. What is going on? What is happening?
Whatever has happened with the stone is certainly not a fault of Calsolus. Now,
You
if you want
lie!
to put your hands on my friend, if you want to put your hands on my friend, I will pick you apart. If you want to talk, talk. Step aside.
You try it. Get off my land. Take you and your friends. Get out.
Shit.
yeah, let's go. Come on, we're leaving. Everybody.
Dare
Real
you.
quick, before we were wondering if you could help us out with something before we go.
No, scratch
you wanna
that.
know-
No.
This is the Amber Temple thing we want to ask you about. Now, bad time. You're right. We'll come back later.
Okie dokie. That's an awkward exit.
The 3 of them are coming, kind of coming up behind him now as well. You are not welcome here. Leave. Dare you defile this land?
Are we taking the magical carriage, or how are we leaving?
Awkward side.
You see
combo.
Esmeralda,
Awkward.
like, literally shaking her head, like, son of a, just like, fuck.
Yeah, no, it's no good.
Also, like how we're having carpool conversations. So, like, we're driving you or walking
Can I
there.
ride Chatty today? I get a little
Yeah.
hectic.
Do you want to drive? I can drive. Do you want to drive?
Let's just get out of here.
Let's
I
go.
can take my fly.
Let's go. She says, she points, the cart is back. Let's get out of here. We'll discuss this later. She looks at him and just kind of shakes her head, like there's some unspoken words between her and Mordekov, but the 4 of them are just staring you all down at this point.
Sorry.
Let's go. Let's hit the road. Nothing more to do here.
She'll climb on the cart. Let's go. Get up. We need to get out of here. Time is of the essence now.
Yeah, let's roll.
I'll ride in the back in case there's any more projectile vomiting.
I'll sit next to you and ask lots of awkward questions.
Okay. 2 of you get on the back. There's an inside, there's a top, and there's next to Esmeralda.
I'll ride next to Esmeralda unless
Yeah.
Roderick, you're gonna try to lay it down.
I was going to try to fit myself into the cab again.
Okay. You get inside. All right. Ethan, what about you?
I'll sit up front.
Okay. You
Wait,
sit.
or who's? Yeah, I'll sit
Drew,
up front.
technically 3 of you can fit up there. It's tight.
That's chill. I can do whatever. I'll just up top, up front, somewhere outside.
Okay. Up front.
No, we'll squeeze.
We'll squeeze. Yeah.
Yeah.
She shakes her head as you finally get on, as everybody climbs on. She just kind of like mouths something to Mordekov, and then she just says the magic word. The horses appear, and it'll take off, moving up.
Did
and
we
north.
see her mouth something?
Yeah.
Can I roll for lip reading?
Sorry for this.
Oh, okay.
And with that, the cart takes off up the road, up the north road. You guys can talk while it's traveling. There is no rolls for random encounters, so I just need to know where. She's, unless you direct her to something, she's going to take the most direct path to Vallaki.
We should make for an overlook. Say to her, somewhere where we can come up with a survey quickly and come up with a plan.
There is hills south of it, like the windmill, like where you guys, that looks down. You'd have to pass Vallaki or go through the woods. Strahd said you were safe. You don't know how much to test that. He did say on the road. If you look at the map, though, the only place where there's really any elevation is south of it. So if you're truly trying to look down on it, you'd have to kind of come up that way somehow.
I thought there was like an elevated, like little village of the Vistani, like around.
It's not elevated. It's right next. It is right next to it. Yeah, it's on the edge of Vallaki. It's a little side road right before you get to the main gate.
I got you.
About a less than a quarter mile outside of town. So right now she's heading north. So if there's any conversation you want to have, I will, kind of allow that for now. But she'll then make a decision from there once she makes it to that first junction. Do you have a few minutes to talk?
Isn't there a tunnel or something that leads into Vallaki? Some kind of secret entrance?
You guys used a secret entrance that you fixed.
The wall entrance, yeah, I remember that.
That you fixed.
Couldn't remember.
Could there be others? You don't know?
So I thought, for some reason, there was something that led to the church. Some kind of tunnel, but never mind.
No, it was right behind the church. And yes, it's the one you guys fixed.
Yeah. Yeah, we fixed that one.
Gotcha.
While I'm pestering Casolas, I'm also going to keep an eye out toward the back to make sure we're not being followed by the bird people or
sure
any of that kind of stuff.
As of this moment, you are not being followed.
If memory serves, there was those missing children that I'm sure are fine and very healthy that were being taken by werewolves. Potentially, they might know of another way to get into the city.
The werewolves? Esmeralda will ask. I don't think they're going to be much...
Yeah, werewolves.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be much into chatting. They definitely don't like me.
Oh, well, I'm pretty good at talking to people.
If you want to go traipsing through the north woods looking for the werewolf den, that's on you. I am not.
I'm pretty sure they're werewolves. I'm pretty sure they'll find us.
Well, I know where their den is. I can take you there, but I cannot risk that Van Richten would die in that time.
That's fair.
At this point, she turns right at the first junction.
I don't know.
Are we going to be coming back this direction? Like, maybe Roderick is crazy, but he definitely hooked on to the fact that Strahd said as long as you guys are moving essentially toward him.
Yep.
Eastward.
Yep. Which
that
you
we
are.
Were safe. I know, but I'm just... He seems like the type of... I wouldn't put it past him to, as soon as we take a step in the wrong direction, we get intimidated back to moving east, I guess. If I was going to say that before we left the house, but...
It doesn't matter. We have to move. We have to move based on where we're moving, so... Just buying time when we're moving, or buy ourselves some time when we're moving east. So I yell back from the cart. So do we have a plan?
Not yet, she yells back.
Should probably get one.
You'll note she's taking the lower road currently. She turns right again, taking this lower road currently. That route. Down and around.
If memory serves, the stockades are towards the eastern part of the city, right?
Yeah, the town square is really more to the east. Yeah, it's on the eastern side.
So it might behoove us to kind of skirt around Vallaki through the woods and potentially look for a way in from the east so we don't have to, like, traipse through the entire city.
She's not going to plan
one.
it for you, so yeah, I'm going to let you guys decide how you want to tackle this.
I'm also. You said that the Mardikovs said that there were, like, abominations.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Presumably those did not come in through the main gates, which means somewhere there's a tunnel that potentially exits in Fiona's home that we could potentially use to surprise them.
Her house was kind of surrounded by a field, and she's up by the lake. She was up kind of in the north part of the town,
Yeah.
up towards the lake area. I'll actually put the map of Vallaki back up.
Vallaki up.
While we're talking. But yeah, you have plenty of time to talk. It'll take a couple of hours to get there. So, by all means, unless you direct her to do something else, she's going to follow the north road, cross the bridge, and ultimately you'll end up right outside Vallaki here in a couple of hours. And there are no random encounters, so you guys can discuss at will.
So we didn't really go north. The gates to the north just go out to Lake Zarevich, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That is correct. Vallaki, here it is.
And then town square
all
was
the
over
way to
here.
the right. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's right there. Yep.
And then Fiona's house was somewhere up here, right?
Yep, that's exactly right.
Okay.
And on the east, on the western side, you can just make out the camp. It's this little hill down here.
Yeah, got
So
it.
you'll have to get pretty close. You'll be within eye shot. I mean, you'll be a couple 100 feet from the gate, but it's not even a quarter mile outside of town.
Well, it looks like there are these little pathways through the forest that might offer cover that would potentially allow us to.
Yeah, there are. She'll tell you that.
Like
She'll confirm that there are
and there is
walking paths. Won't be able to take the cart by any means, but there are definitely clear paths in the woods that have been cut through.
And there's a gate right here.
There is no gate there. I don't know why that was drawn that way. There's only 3 gates: the south, north, and south, east, and west gates. I think those are like little parapets, like little lookout spots.
Okay.
Doug, I'm gonna climb up the back of the cart and army crawl my way to the front.
Sure.
So that I'm like poking my head up over the edge where the planning is happening.
Sure.
All right. So I think, as of right now, my thought process is that we stay on the outside of the city, make our way east, so that we have as little distance to traverse between us and the square to get to Van Richten and potentially get them out, because they're probably hurt or enfeebled in some way, and have the shortest distance to cover to get them out.
How tall were the walls? And it was wood, right?
Yeah, they're wood palisade walls, about 15 feet tall.
And the one that I'm trying to remember, like, how were they, like, connected? I'm trying to remember the one that I fixed. Like, how was it broken?
Yeah, they're tied together with thick ropes and plastered, like mud, plaster. It wouldn't take much to break it. It might be noisy, depending on how it's done, or time consuming if done quietly.
We can counter that now.
I'm sorry.
We can counter the noise. So that's a concern.
Yeah, they're just kind of they're just wood slats, big giant wood like trees, basically like tree trunks that have been kind of roped together and mudded together and to almost make like a plaster. They're not designed to keep people out forever. They're out to slow people down.
Yeah. So we could break in. Question is, how do we sneak around in there and get him out? Especially in broad daylight.
From inside the car, look at Lysander.
I mean, we could ask them very nicely, but I don't think that's going to work.
Hasn't worked yet.
Well,
it hasn't worked yet.
Didn't you turn into Isaac?
Well, I don't think that's going to work again.
Yep. I mean, it might throw him off.
Yeah.
You're definitely going to get there.
Ghost.
Did we already have that scene in the windmill? Like, how many times do I have to kill you? Didn't that happen once already?
Actually, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how that scene played out.
It'll probably have the same reaction.
Go ahead, Pat. What were you actually thinking? I think you were going to say more than that.
No, that was we could use it to sneak in. We could, prisoners going somewhere, classic, or just at least get us in. And if we get into any trouble, you could silver tongue your way in.
Well, Isaac is dead. As far as person, Isaac is hanging from the gallows and is definitely not a good guy at this point. He would definitely be a rebel.
I mean, Lysander could go in as Fiona.
I was going to say Vladimir, her second in command, if I'm not mistaken.
Vladimir, yep.
Yeah, that little butler dude that was running around.
Her butler, yep. She had a butler and a spy.
Or her assassin. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
she had an assassin as well. You never got his name, but yeah, you did see him in the house.
He might be a better person to be moving a prisoner potentially.
That's a really good point. Yeah, I mean, that does sound plan shaped.
We're gonna infiltrate.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we can break in, and yeah, but that only leaves Lysander going in by himself.
Well, Esmeralda will jump in. I mean, I don't know how many I can cast it on, but let me look. She can cast invisibility. I do know that, which is how she snuck into a lot of places. Now to make that a little bit more. So it's less of a giant feat, like, ooh, she is sneaky, or just invisible. Hang on. she can cast it at my characters. Esmeralda. Let me see. She's a resource. I need to also long rest her real fast. Long rest. Oh, they've added a new long rest option. That was not here last time I played.
What's that?
There is a recover half hit dice or recover all hit dice button that was not there before.
Yeah, it says the 2024 rules apparently is recover all.
Oh yeah, I did not know they changed that. Things you learn. I prefer the old version on that. I like that it's half. Makes rest a little bit more important. All right, I can cast invisibility at level 3, so that means I can do 2 people. Against concentration.
We can also we can do the Chewbacca maneuver as well, and have our assassin be bringing in a prisoner.
Feel free to keep talking.
Collecting another one.
Step away for a second, but I'm listening.
Yeah. And I feel like having him bring in our resident Wookiee makes the most sense.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah. That way you've got, shit goes south. We've got our muscle right there. While we have invisible people who can be positioning themselves better.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, essentially, we could have the assassin show up with somebody to the gate while there's a bit of a back and forth, like, the rest of everybody else sneaks in under the guise of invisibility.
Only get 2 more
that does
people.
get us through the front door. Yeah. But I would want to. That's always the idea of, like, I track down the people, for Fiona, blah blah blah.
We don't have to go through the front door to do that.
But that doesn't.
We can break in, and I'm saying we can break in, and once you're spotted, then you start your story. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to walk in telling the story. We can sneak, like, we can break in and you can be inside, and then when someone, when you get to the point of being, questioned by someone, then you start the story, and hopefully you'll already be halfway to the stocks by then.
I got you.
If we break in just south of the stocks,
I gotcha.
Straight shot north. But that still only gets 4 of us in the door.
Yeah, it's based on the map, it's about 250 feet from the gate to the town square. Just over 250 feet. I'm sorry, the wall. To south, if you go straight south, to your point, it's about 250 feet from the wall
from
to
the gate we're talking about making.
Yeah, the gate you're talking about making to the town square. A little over 250 feet. Looks like it's just slightly more. Actually, if I move that over, it looks like it's about exactly 250 feet.
Yeah. So, if we go that route, then that only gets 4 people in the door. Unless the other 2 are just sneaking around, trying to be sneaky. I don't know how feasible that'll be.
Yeah, for me, it's probably, give me the signal and I'm charging in. I'm not much of a sneak.
You can go. You can be one of the invisible people if need be.
That would probably be a good idea.
Anyone though that's out waiting, that's like 4 or 5 rounds of combat at dash speed to get there. So,
Well,
any other thoughts?
I guess coming in from the west, we just stop shy of the town, like early on Old Spouch, and then move south before the Vistani camp. Or did we still want to go
like
in
we
there?
act like we're kind of getting...
Sorry,
Go ahead.
that was really it. If we were going to stop by the Vistani camp, I didn't know if there was anything that was like tied to that.
Could we?
I mean, it would like
No.
kind of like...
What were we saying, Drew?
Oh, I was gonna say it would look like it would get us close to the city without raising suspicion. You know, like, oh, like, you know, they're not coming here; they're just going to the Vistani camp. So that could get us like at least to the wooded area while we make our way kind of south. I do want to throw this idea, but to Darren's point, it does leave a lot of vulnerability in that I could go in by myself through subterfuge, get Van Richten released. He and I start making our way towards the wall sneakily, while people start, like, you know, using under the guise of silence to start making a hole in the wall.
I would say we make the hole
For us
first.
to, like,
Right, before
basically,
you go through the hole to get in.
Okay. Right.
That's why I feel like we do that. You take a prisoner in with you. That way you're not by yourself. Plus, you don't know if you're going to be able to carry. You might have to carry him out.
I got
And then
True.
also at the very least, if you have two other people invisible, if shit really goes down, you're
Yeah,
at least
I like that idea.
most of the party is there.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is, who is going? Who are the two invisible people? I think it makes sense for Rivers to be there.
yeah, I'll do it.
Is Pat the prisoner? Is that what I picked up on? Were you calling him the Wookiee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I think that's the case.
Can't that get all of us there then? If
No.
I'm invisible and Zor's invisible.
That still leaves three of us.
Shake
Well,
Outside.
Pat's the prisoner. Oh yeah, Esmeralda.
Well, yeah.
And me.
Yeah, Esmeralda
Yeah,
will
but you
be
got some.
one invisible person. I think she would cast it on herself to get close to Van Richten.
Yeah,
so,
I figured she'd want to be the one to go too.
yeah. So that leaves Darren and Jeff, unless I don't know if Jeff has an invisibility spell or Darren. But
I do not.
I was gonna say, don't you have some kind of weird tiefling bullshit going on that you can?
I have all kinds of weird tiefling bullshit, but none of them are invisibility.
I've only got invisibility after I attack somebody.
well, you could cast that. How long does it last? About a minute, though. I mean,
I think it's as long as I keep attacking him, I can
Yeah, you got to keep hitting something.
yeah.
we can chain it.
I would.
He can
I-
keep slapping. He can just keep slapping the Wookiee on the way in.
Well, you know, it's not exactly an invisibility spell, but it kind of is. So what, you know, if you use the spell slot, basically I would treat it almost like a camouflage, like you're kind of phasing in and out, you could
Right.
I would be fine considering it mostly invisible.
Okay.
I mean, it's a spell that casts invisibility. It's not what it's designed for, but, it doesn't last nearly as long as invisibility. It's probably a minute, so I'm fine with it. You don't need to do shit. I mean, we don't need to gimmick this.
It's not going to get you very far, though. You're gonna become visible in the middle of the walk there.
Yeah, you at best you'd be able to get in. If you imagine, 60 feet, a turn running, 6, 12, 18, 24. Basically at half the time you could get to a hiding place, possibly watching, staying in the shadows. Sure. After that, it'd be tough. And that's a full sprint, which would be loud, even invisible. People may hear you, so you can't stealth. So it would take you basically the entire minute to get to the edge of the block, and you could hide, but you would not be invisible at that point. But you could get there easily, if that makes sense.
Zora be able to fit in with, like, as our assassin's assistant, like, with the other creatures that are here, like.
Who saw them? You saw them, Darren. You saw an image of them in your mind. They looked like, some sort of automaton, like almost robot. Like, these are some sort of infernal creatures of metal and stone. No, she doesn't look anything like what you saw.
Well, no, but we know that she's, like, got other things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's got some sort of a pact with an evil creature?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, you don't know what kind of creatures she has working with her at this point. You've only seen the automatons.
Just to wonder if I would make for a better possible creature that might have been summoned.
You definitely look, at this point, very extra planar.
Yeah.
No question about that.
Can you upcast disguise self, or is it it's always just yourself?
I think it's just yourself. I'm looking. Checking.
I think it's just yourself. I will double check, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are spells that allow you to do more people, but I don't think it's that one.
Yeah, it's not even showing up as upcastable.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is: are we going in broad daylight, or are we waiting till nightfall? Or another question is: do we think there's any way to convince the Velaki to give us some of their clothes to move about? To go in with you, but not necessarily with you, but to move about the city looking like Vistani.
The Vistani,
could dress up.
As a reminder, now things may have changed. Things may have changed.
Is not the biggest fan of Strahd.
So and the Vistani were hated in this town.
Dressing up as the Velaki.
Okay.
Yeah, the Vistani were hated in this town. They weren't allowed in. That's why their camp is outside of it. They were not well liked. Now, ownership, management has changed, so you don't know what that means. That's a fair question. There is new management.
Yeah, but it didn't seem like Fiona was keen on Strahd here.
Correct. Could be status quo on that.
Well, then the question remains: are we going in at night or in broad daylight?
Good question. It'll be about 11 when you get there. 11 in the morning. At current. Now, if you walk through the woods and stop and walk through the woods, that'll take probably another hour or two. But you'd have a few hours to kill if you want to wait till sundown. Which
it would also give us some time to kind of see what's happening in the town, at least. I know the walls are tall and everything, but we can do some recon, make sure we don't step in a pile of poo as soon as we walk in.
We should stop by the camp and find out what they can tell us, too, about what's going on. They'll know something.
I cannot remember Fiona's feelings on the Vistani. Otherwise, I would say that that's like a really good idea. Like, something just tells me that she may have just like straight up with the rest of the town just killed them or something ridiculous, and we could walk in there. Well, I know that's what I mean. Get there. What is the town to her anymore?
Either way, I mean, I think we've already decided we need to go that route anyway. So I say we stop there, see what's happening in the town, see if they can tell us anything.
I'm digging it down.
Okay. Well, then it sounds like that's the first stop.
I believe so.
Okay. then unless there's more conversation, I'll start moving time along as you guys make your way towards camp. Good?
Yep. Good.
Okay.
Good to go.
Then you guys takes you again about just under 3 hours. As you come around kind of the far bend and Vallaki kind of comes into view. As you come down the hill, you start to see glimpses of Vallaki as you come down the... I'll bring up Barovia for just a moment. Again, as you're coming up, kind of... Well, she took the lower road. As you cross the bridge, really be your first chance of really seeing it from this path. It's probably the quicker of the paths, which is why she took it. You cross over the river and you start to make that bend and you see Vallaki, you see the wall in the distance. You see smoke, for sure. There's lots of smoke rising from various parts of the town, black, thick smoke throughout. You don't get much in the form of details from there. You do note, as you get close to the side road that leads to the Vistani camp, two of the farmhouses, because there are little farmhouses outside by the gates, are completely burnt out. You can see they're just smoldering smoke out there at current. You see that just at the edge. She turns the wagon into the woods. And you begin to make your way towards the camp. Up ahead, as you cross over the hills and you see the woods start to give way to this kind of open area where the camp was previously, you see tents have been smashed. They're laying on their sides. There are corpses scattered throughout the field. One of the Vistani wagons, you recognize it, is turned on its side. Dozen arrows sticking out of it from one side. Part of it's been burnt out. What looks like, like a black char mark has kind of broke parts of the wheel up. And around this hill, that was all these tents were kind of scattered around the hill, you just see bodies as she brings the cart to a stop. Spears and javelins sticking out of people, bodies mutilated. There's no movement.
No Vistani dress up.
Good call, Pat. You called it on the dot. Yeah, you just see death.
Hey. Actually say from inside the cart, I hope Dragomir's okay.
I guess we failed the find the Vistani daughter side quest.
I mean, we might still find her.
Yeah, we could still get some XP in the end.
Nowhere to return her to.
That'd be good.
I mean, she might be here too. We might find her here.
I mean, it might be good that not here.
She has stopped just outside of the camp. She's kind of taking it all in. But that's what you see currently. Just bodies.
Is there any movement? Like, not necessarily of them, but of anything else?
Make a perception check.
That'd be a nat 20 for 27.
Yeah. Well.
So perceptive.
With all 5 of my eyes.
Yep, they're not eyes. As you scan over, I mean, that's a success. One of the bodies is moving, like breathing. I mean, with a nat 20, you can see one of them maybe kind of twitches a little bit, rolls over on one side. You see one of them alive.
Can I tell his blood pressure from here?
Just about. That's the only movement you see.
Do I recognize? Is it one of the elves or one of the?
It is one of the Vistani. It is one of the Vistani
Okay.
currently. The elves were up. The elves were up on the hill. They were up on the hill itself. The tents are at the base. Actually, do I have that backwards? Shit, I gotta remember. It's been a minute. By like months at this point. I'll bring up Vlaaki real fast. I may have that backwards.
I feel like we passed the elves first, and then we made it through.
Yeah, that might be true. I may have it backwards in my brain. Alright, Vlaaki. Here it is.
I'm still hanging about. My camera's every time I have my camera on, I'm getting a lag, so I kind of gotta have it disabled for a minute.
Good lord. Long chapter. You are correct. The Vistani are up at the top of the hill. Sorry, the houses are there. Yeah, so you would see both. It is a Vistani that you see, but yes, there are elves. They're the dark elves' bodies, scattered across the field as well.
Just have we see both?
Yes, yeah, both will be.
Okay.
Yep.
I assume their dwellings are also smashed.
Yeah, up on the top, you can see smoke and debris. Some of them have been smashed. Some are smoking hulks. Some are just, partially damaged. But yeah, you can see that there's some sort of a massive battle happened here.
Seems. Do I recognize the one that's alive from when we were here before, or is it just rando?
I'll check to see. It is a rando.
Seems someone is still alive, and I nod towards the one that's.
Yeah, Esmeralda will get off the cart at this point. Start moving into the camp.
I will go with her.
Okay. Anybody else heading out?
Boffin. Right.
I'm gonna get out. Sorry, go ahead.
I know. I'm done.
I want to try to stand on the side door of the cart to get like a little foot or so of elevation and just kind of keep an eye around.
Okay.
As they're going to investigate.
Okay. The rest of you, if you're making your way towards the body, I mean, she's kind of not heading straight for the body. She's just like looking, checking for other movement, kind of moving past, kind of zigzagging around, just kind of taking it in, is what Esmeralda's doing. She's not going to make her way towards the Vistani directly.
Okay, she's not going to this.
Yeah, no, she's just kind of looking. Okay. She's kind of like scanning, looking for others.
Right. I'll make my way towards them. What's mechanically how is this person from what I can tell? Like, is it?
As you get closer, give me a medicine check.
Seven.
They look rough. They look fatally wounded. Still alive, but you can see parts of their chest have been ripped open. They look like they've been mauled. They don't look well.
Okay.
Can't give you any more than that with the 7, but they do not look like they will survive.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right, I will...
It does look beyond the healing of your normal magic.
What?
It looks beyond the healing of, like, a healing cure wounds. It would require, like, a lesser restoration or greater restoration to heal. Like vital organs are damaged.
Okay. Interesting.
Touch him with your foot and give him a poultice. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, no kidding. Can I not... do those spells even give you back hit points?
No.
What you just talked about?
No, but they're for restoring greater injuries, potentially, and other effects.
Okay. Hold on. All right. Well, I'm going to kneel down next to him, and place 2 fingers on his forehead, on his chest above probably where the wound is, and I'm going to begin tracing a sigil of an eye as I start speaking under my breath, and I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on him.
Okay.
To stabilize.
Yeah. You feel the magic go through. Seems like it tries to stitch some of the wounds together, tries to stabilize some of it. Looks like it has some effect. Doesn't look like it'll last long, but you see him just kind of his eyes kind of snap to. Grabs your shirt.
What happened here?
I came in the night, looking. Looks up at you. The tiefling. Yes, tiefling. They were looking for you. The tiefling. The elf.
They were looking for me?
Eyes darting around, kind of wildly. Yes, they were looking for the Outlanders. You. They thought we were hiding them here. We told them we were not. There was dozens of them. Dozens. Creatures. Like nothing I've seen.
What kind of creatures? What do they look like?
He coughs and chokes up some blood. Creatures of stone and metal. Infernal. Nothing I've seen before. Not in this world. I've traveled many worlds. I've never seen anything like it. They were brutal. They killed the women, the children, everyone.
Did they say why they were looking for us?
No. No, they thought you were hiding here. We swore you were not. They didn't listen. They couldn't be pleaded with. Like, they just bloodlust came upon them.
How long ago was this?
Last night. Hours ago.
Did anyone make it out?
I do not.
Other people?
I do not know. I do not know. Many stood and fought. They broke like sticks. They tore through them. Tore through us like we were nothing. She is...
I look over my shoulder. Oh, go ahead.
She has raised an army. An army of creatures. You should flee. You are not safe here. Flee. Coughs and hacks one final time, and eyes start to roll back in his head.
Okay. I'll just lay him down.
Wait, before you go, real quick, do you have a way to get into this?
Once he essentially dies, I'm
does.
looking around. What's that?
He does shortly, a moment or two after that.
Is there any signs of? You said they fought them, so is there any signs of one of them being defeated there? Like, is there any of them that were taken down?
Yeah, you take a look around. At least on this lower level, no. But there's more battle up on top of the hill. You'll have to investigate that. But on this lower level, no. You only see dead Vistani and elves down here.
We should see if there's anything up above. I look back at Rivers, so we can understand what it is we're dealing with. If there's any of her fallen creatures there.
Sure. You want to take a few more months to look around the camp? You can. You will find two up on top of the hill. As you start to kind of scour around and look, and whether it's Rivers or Esmeralda, someone spots them and will kind of whistle up. Up on top of the hill, the scene there is gruesome. It's where the Vistani, now I have my notes correct, were really based, where their tents were, and what you see is just a gruesome, just death of, again, as he said, women, children, the men, everyone just brutally wounded, and the wounds are all very graphic. Like, you see broken arms that are like bent the wrong way. You see just like chest cavities have been ripped open. Like, this was not just like stabbed and sliced. This is mutilated and destroyed. And up at the top of the hill, two of them remain, and you see two of these creatures. They are each about 7 feet tall, long, like ape-like arms that, if you kind of imagine, they almost go down to like their feet. If you kind of remember the old Robotech, like Invid, like how their giant claw-like arms kind of dropped down to their feet, that's what they look like. Made of stone and wood and this black obsidian-like metal, and silver. There's silver and black kind of chunks. It looks like kind of like partially grouped together. The top of their head is a single eye. It all very Invid-like, actually. Kind of comes to a point to a single, what looked like would have been a red crystalline eye that is there. No hair or anything like that. And the arms are just these giant claws. Like, their hands kind of come to like a crab-like, very Invid-like, is kind of where I kind of designed this from. Kind of wide hand with 3 giant pointed claws, each about the size of like a short sword, basically. Like 3 short swords, giant gaping claws.
How many of them do we see?
2 of them.
2.
2 of them look like they killed probably 24 people.
Yeah, good. Excellent.
Okay, couple questions. One, does this match the thing that I saw
Yep.
in my?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you only saw part of it, but yeah, now you see it in its whole glory. Thick.
Were there bigger ones, or was this it?
No, this is it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what it looked like. You see it now in full view. Thick armor, heavy hide armor, and very sharp claws.
2, do I have any idea what these things are?
Give me an
Based on any of my knowledge.
Arcana check.
19.
As you look at it, it's not a creature. It's definitely an automation of some sort. You have heard of the demon realms creating infernal creatures as foot soldiers. This looks more rudimentary than what you have heard of. It looks more cobbled together than stories and pictures you've seen, but there are definitely some similarities to it. But these are basically just foot soldiers. Foot soldiers of the demon realms, frequently used in invasions when they're during the planar wars. They are lethal. They cannot be reasoned with. They are basically just bloodthirsty, robots. For lack of a better word, that wouldn't be the word I would use in D&D land, but automations that, take a command and follow through.
Do I know of any weaknesses, potentially?
Take a look.
Or anything that...
You rolled a 19?
19, yeah. Resistances or weaknesses? Anything about the defenses?
Feel free to RP for a moment while I look up their sheet. I didn't have them prepped, so give me a minute. I will answer that question in a moment.
Probably definitely don't want to, even more so now after like sizing those up. do a full frontal assault. Thinking that'd be a bad idea. Thinking about the claws that are as large as short swords, so it'd be no good.
No bueno.
Yeah, so definitely don't want to raise the alarm in this situation.
Yeah, I think subterfuge is probably the way to go through.
Yeah.
Darren, what you know about them with a 19? They are, number one, they are immune to all effects to alter their form. I'll tell you that. They are highly resistant to magic in general. They tend to, and you can kind of see where some of the chest kind of imploded out. They tend to explode in death. You would know that. They are immune to being frightened, paralyzed, poisoned. They are susceptible to bludgeoning damage.
There you go.
All right.
You're welcome. So when you say they're resistant to magic, like
They have advantage on
What does that
saving
mean?
throws as a mechanic.
saving throws, but
Yeah,
spells, nothing specific to like.
correct.
Okay.
By definition, in game mechanic, they have resistance, advantage on all saving throws against magic spells and effects.
Resistance or advantage?
Advantage.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Keep note that I know all of this for a month from now when we play
Yeah, fair
again.
enough.
Okay. I will share that with. Do I know what they're called? Like, is there a specific name or?
No, they don't really have a name. They're just foot soldier. I mean, they're just, you've heard of them being
Yeah,
created.
Yeah. So then, yeah, I'll tell everybody that these are, foot soldiers of demonic foot soldiers, essentially. Share all the rest of that.
You get what I
Can
will
we
say
tell how they were
is,
killed?
if you were to, subterfuge would not work against them. Is what I really want to be clear in. Like, they're not gonna be lied to or like try to pull a fast one. Like, if you don't meet their requirements, they won't be reasoned with. They're just gonna follow through their orders. That's really what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Just so we're
Well, I think we say subterfuge, we mean we look like we belong.
Don't get seen.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. She had other people working for her, clearly. So subterfuge is absolutely possible, depending on who you're dealing with. These would be tricky to subterfuge around.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Just want to be clear. Yep.
So can we tell how these were killed other than the exploding chests? Like, is there anything to say, like...
It looks like lots of damage. You see lots of nicks and scrapes, and unfortunately, the Vistani mostly use things like rapiers, so it just wasn't doing real damage. Their AC, game mechanically, is extremely high based on what you're seeing. It's basically like plate mail, basically what they're made out of. So it was just grossly ineffective, but it was death by 1,000 cuts.
Gotcha.
You can see arrows and scratches and scrapes and stabs, and it's just all over it. But then the main chest is just blown out.
Right. How are we feeling?
Great, to be honest.
I'm excited to be here. This is a great plan.
But
Happy part of the plan.
don't really have much.
Looking
Yeah.
mostly at Esmeralda. Yeah.
Doesn't change anything. I don't know what these
It
creatures
can
are,
change
but
anything.
I get in, I get them out, with your help or without.
What are your thoughts on what we've talked about up until now, then?
I think your plan is very sound. Quiet seems to be. This is not something we want to fight. Not in mass,
No.
by any means.
So who's going invisible?
You and me.
Cool.
Yeah, the two of you.
Sounds good.
It's
Just
really
means that
everybody but Calsolas can get close, in my opinion, from an invisible perspective.
which means the healer is the one left behind.
Well,
And I can sneak around, like between the houses and stuff behind you guys from a distance.
it'll get a little bit closer, so that it's not 250 feet. It's much less in case shit hits the fan. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I would say, Darren, any humans that are working for her will not have night vision. And going back to your question about are we doing this at night, that is one other note. These things will have night vision. You would know that.
Okay.
I would assume so. These things are basically Terminator killing machines.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just imagine them scanning the street for fucking enemies.
You're not wrong.
It's like Ark.
Yeah, exactly like Ark.
Fucking
Yeah, it's like,
It's 209. Yeah.
yeah. Just like, okay, well, great.
So I guess alternate plan. Do we even do the subterfuge, and do we just have? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Esmeralda could sneak in, get him out, turn him invisible, and bring him back.
That's probably, honestly, I think that's probably the best idea. Can we have Roderick also go invisible so he can just carry him and they can just get out of there as quickly as possible? We have his strength, or
Someone will have
me.
to be visible. He's basically going to be visible, being carried by an invisible.
That's what I'm wondering. We don't have any other. She's our only source of invisibility.
I don't have anything.
Yeah.
Even close to.
Jeff,
Can you take it into one of those things? Is your disguise self?
No, I think I could only get alter within certain heights.
Yeah, I would say it's out of reach from the spell. Based on the rereading of the spell I'm looking at.
We're here to help you, Esmeralda. Here's the plan. You go invisible, go in, get him, turn him invisible, bring him out.
If I must,
we will be here.
I will. If I must, I will. She will support that decision. If that's the decision.
It's going to be the best way to keep us out of trouble, because I feel like that's it, but that also essentially puts her on a hook if she gets caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could all
I
try
don't
to
like
sneak.
that plan, but you're not sneaking anywhere.
We could all try to get in closer, in between the buildings, or something, just to, provide some support in case it hits the fan or something. But,
I like that better than just her going in by herself and attempting retrieval. Then it becomes a double
I can
rescue
just
mission.
go in with her. I won't be invisible, but at least be something.
Camouflage.
Not you, yeah.
Jeff, do you have Pass Without a Trace? Because that's similar to invisibility.
That's
I
true.
think so. I'll look 1 second.
Gives you the ability to basically take the entire team
Plus
invisible
10.
if you want. Plus 10 to
Is that a
stealth.
spell or like a?
It's a spell. It's a spell that you may have. You have access to it.
Okay, we'll
Don't know if you have it.
go right to the right source. We'll see.
Yeah, it's definitely a spell you could get, whether or not you have it.
Just
What was it called one more time?
Pass Without
Pass
a Trace.
without a trace.
Nope.
Just thought I'd check.
Well, I haven't picked up any spells in a while. Maybe I'm behind on my spell slots. Let me double check
You
that.
probably are. If you haven't leveled, or if we just leveled, so you should have probably gotten something.
You. Why does it say? Oh, that's prepared spells. Why does it not list? Oh, yeah, you're missing one spell.
So there you go.
It's a second level spell. It is sort of like invisibility.
It's for the group, though, right?
It's a group plus 10 to stealth, which, as I've from a game mechanic, you cannot walk down the middle of the street and have Pass Without a Trace and expect to get that. It requires some effort of, stealthily moving. It just keeps things quiet, reduces noise, and makes it harder to see. So if you want to sneak through town or sneak from the outside into that area, that would work, using the houses and the foliage and trees.
I think, that's our best bet.
What if we're going back to the nuke or something now? That's right.
It's only a plus 10. I have seen people flub that.
It's true.
Well, there's only 2 of us that need it, so because everybody else can go with the original plan, yes, or Roger could hang back with us. Roger's, I think, kind of stealthy, isn't he?
I am, yes.
Let me consider this for a minute while you guys discuss which way you want to go.
Okay. Is Ranger a prepared caster, or is it?
It's not a prepared caster. You can't sub out stuff with Ranger. Once you get it, you get it.
Can he swap stuff though? Like, is it one that you can swap out when you level?
Yeah, you can swap out when you level, if I remember correctly.
So if there's something that you have, you could potentially get 2 spells. Is essentially what I was thinking. Like, you could swap an old one that you're not using if you wanted and do that.
Yes, you can swap out one of their known spells when they level up.
Yeah, so you could swap something out and get 2 spells.
Okay.
There's a spell.
I'll worry about the other one later. I'll go ahead and take the Pass Without a Trace as one of them.
There you go.
Yep, that's a group plus 10
if you want to
stealth. Yeah.
Well, that helps me. That gives me a 17 before I roll. So
it's a very useful spell.
I'll worry about the other one after the game so we can continue here and get ready for next one.
Yeah, we're pretty much getting ready to stop as we come up with our plan.
Okay, that works. So who's going in? Let's kind of get this locked down.
Oh, sounds like.
I think everybody.
Well, no, but I mean, like, in what capacity?
Oh.
Well, invisible. If you want 2 people invisible, for sure. I mean, that's just extra. That's just extra stealthy.
One's got to be Van Richten, right?
Well, Rivers plus 10 still puts him at like a 5 or something. So I don't know that he should try to go as stealth.
My stealth roll is a +1 with disadvantage.
Oh,
yeah. so yeah, Rivers definitely goes invisible.
Or he's the decoy.
I could also just keep your fly statue, and or do you have to attune to that? Kind of just ride that in if shit hits the fan.
No, if you have to attune to it, I don't think you have to attune to it.
Do not have to attune to it.
I mean, if memory serves, the Pass Without a Trace is like an area effect. It's not like you can cast it on certain people. So, like, presumably we all have +10.
We all have a +10. That is correct.
Yeah.
So it's a question of who needs that little bit of like invisibility or whatever.
Invisibility, doesn't technically. What I'll do, if you want to give somebody invisibility, I'll give them advantage on the stealth roll. Because technically, invisibility doesn't make you less stealthy; it just makes you not visible. But
so Rivers would just have a regular roll instead of a disadvantage.
Why would you have to roll any stealth if you're invisible?
Well, it's to be heard.
Because you can still be
making loud. Yeah,
still be heard.
Making noise.
Yeah, so I'll give it to him an advantage. It'll be anytime we do large groups like this, it's very much like the Did Vallaki Survive? It'll be a group fail or success. So it'll, as long as more than the majority, there's 6 of you, so as long as 4 of you make it, then it's a success as a group.
I think we should all just between now and like when we get to the wall, just like practice making like startled cat sounds for when somebody does like mess up stealth. We can just pretend it's a startled cat running off trash cans.
I mean, I do have thaumaturgy. I can just cast that and.
There you go.
Has bailed us out numerous times in this campaign.
Yes.
Might as well just use thaumaturgy and just
Yeah.
get the fucking Decepticons to the other side of town, and maybe we have a chance.
True.
Okay, so I think I hear is you're going to break into the wall, so you'll have to deal with that next time. However, you're going to do that, and then as a group, sneak in to the stockade and rescue Van Richten. That's what I think I hear.
Yeah.
Easy.
I think the only question is, are we doing the Wookiee, or is he just hanging back with the other people? Like, are you going to walk him up with you, or are you just going to go up with the two invisible people while the rest of us kind of hang back?
I mean, we can do that to get closer to Van Richten, but again, like, we don't. If Pat, I mean, we have Pass Without a Trace. Like, everybody can be. We're not limited to anybody. We don't have to, like, kind of.
And you have to stay together to get the effects of the +10, so that everybody has to go. Or everybody around Jeff. Once Jeff casts it, it would be it's a radius around Jeff.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, depending on how close we're all going to get to.
If we get, like, all, like, if we get
discovered. Yeah. That's a good call. We can trump card it.
Yeah, if we end up absolutely, like, failing the fuck out of our stealth roll, and like, what the fuck are you guys doing here? We're like, oh, I'm just bringing this person into the, feast.
The feast.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
I was very hungry. Got a proper appetite. Needs to get to the all you can eat buffet.
I think we generally know what's going to happen. I think that's enough that being 11:25 here, 10:25 Central, I think we can get ready to close up. I think we have a plan. Big RP night and a little bit of story night, but we'll jump back into this next year in January, and as we begin the rescue of Van Richten, it looks like. So I think we'll wrap there and see you all next time. And don't forget to check out Starfall tomorrow, Sunday night. Thank you all.
Or tomorrow night.
No, Sunday night.
Almost had him. You said or.
I did. Good night, everybody.